Well, good Sunday morning. I'm Jaden Jefferson, and welcome to this week's Community Focus. It was announced on Wednesday that TPD has began recruiting for its March 2024 Academy class, and joining me right now are some members of TPD's recruiting team. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having us.
So first, give me an idea of what some people should consider if they maybe jumped at this opportunity and maybe want to join TPD.
The advice that I give people is even if you're like on the fence of becoming a police officer, I think it's a good idea to apply because the testing window is only open for so long. So my advice is to apply for now. You can always turn down the job if you don't want it, but our message right now is to apply to take the test. So they have March 2nd, the application process open up, which would be tomorrow. It will open up and then it'll run until July 17th.
And a lot of organizations recently have seen a shortage in applicants for many different types of positions. So does that apply to TPD as well?
It does, but we're trying to come up with new creative ways that we can reach the population that we're looking for. So basically, like one new thing that we're trying to do, we told the team we need to come up with new ideas to get to the generation that we're looking for. So one of the creative things that we came up as a team is we're going to have an ad at the movie theater. So if someone's going to see the movie Creed in Toledo, they're going to see a 30-second ad from the Toledo Police Department. So we're just coming up with new ideas, new ways to try to reach as many people as we can. And that's kind of some of the things that we're trying to do to combat that.
And there's definitely a lot of outreach happening right now to try to get candidates in. But what are the ideal qualities of a TPD officer?
Bubble.
So basically, we're looking for individuals from all walks of life, people who have life experience that are able to empathize with the community, have a strong work ethic, and a good moral compass.
And I know oftentimes when people are looking for a new job, they always want to know the benefits. So what are some of the benefits that could come with working for TPD?
I think one of the cool things is we basically train you to be a police officer. So the expectation is you come in here, you're willing to learn, and that's what's important for us. So you can start off at the academy making approximately $57,000. You get health care, you get dental care, you get a retirement system. So those are just a small amount of benefits that you get. After a year of service in Toledo, we also have tuition reimbursement where you can go to school and earn a degree for free. So it's pretty exciting. I know some people want to finish school, so Toledo gives you the opportunity to do that.
And that definitely is a great opportunity, especially when a lot of people are trying to make a transition in their lives to have that covered. So definitely relieving a burden there. But of course, with any job, there are also some downsides that may come with that. So what are some downsides that maybe you guys have experienced in working in law enforcement?
Only thing I can say is like probably spending time with your family because we want to focus on serving our community. So at times you do forget about your family. We just got to make sure that you have a balance between work and at home.
What are some unique experiences that come with working for TPD? Some things that you get from TPD that you don't get anywhere else?
I think it's being able to work out in the community, right? So every day I come to work, even as a patrol sergeant, every day I come to work on the streets, I get an opportunity to interact with everyone, right? So I can interact with a child, I can interact with anyone. So I think that's pretty cool. Every day is different, and every day gives me a new opportunity to try to make an impact in someone's life. And there's not too many jobs out there that you can every day make an impact in someone's life. And it might be something small, but you're still making impacts. And I think that's important.
For sure. And I really want to expand on that, the emphasis on community and the importance of being connected to the community. Why is that so important in working in law enforcement?
I think it's important because ever since I was a little kid, I've always had police officers in my life, and I'm a police officer now. So I think it's so important. It gave me a different perspective for law enforcement. I never had necessarily a negative and I never had a negative interaction with the police officer. So those officers being in my life ever since I was a young kid kind of always made that positive connection with me. So I want to try to do the same for people out in the community.
And if people do want to apply, what is the process like for applying? And of course, you do have to go through the academy. So give people some perspective on that part of this process.
All right, so basically, you're going to apply. So you have March 2nd, you'll be able to apply. So from March 2nd to July 17th, you apply, you'll take the test. And then there is a physical fitness test that come up. And we want to push the importance of people starting to work out now. We get a lot of people that can't pass the physical fitness test. These are standards that are set by the state, so we don't really have any wiggle room, I'll say, to change those standards. So they're set by the state. So they have to pass those standards. So my advice to those people is to focus on their PT right now. And then throughout the process, there'll be a background packet. So I end up filling out a background packet, do background interviews, and then they'll do an interview with the chief, and then they'll have a psych and medical exam. and then the police academy will start. The police academy is approximately 6 months long.
So it's definitely a process and definitely something you're gonna have to buckle down on. And I'm still trying to buckle down on my New Year's resolutions to this day.
Right.
So start early. That's my best advice. Well, thank you
Definitely.
guys for joining me. I appreciate it.
No, we thanks for
Thank you
having
for
us.
having
And the last thing we want to say is be the change you desire. Come join TPD.
For sure, definitely a great opportunity to make an impact on your community. Well, that's this week's Community Focus. I'm Jaden Jefferson. Have a great week.